What's up everyone and welcome to another episode of Kelvin's Garage. Today we have a very special episode, a very quick episode. We're going to show you how to replace the housing on the key fob of a 2006 to 2011 8th Gen Honda Civic. Okay, this job is very quick and easy. All you need is your original key, right? Key fob. And a new housing. You can buy these on Amazon, you can buy these on eBay. I'll attach a link below. But basically in the kit, it comes with the housing, okay? This thing for the key blade, all right? And a Phillips screw, okay? So that's all there is, all right? And finally, all you need is a single Phillips screwdriver. All right, so I'm gonna first start out by taking off the key ring here. And you can tell here by my original key, I've already replaced it several times, okay? But take a look here. Okay, it's been beat up, okay? You drop it a couple times, it starts cracking, all right? And it's going to accrue some damage here, all right? So there it is. Okay, so what we want to do is, all we need to do is we need to take this out, okay, unscrew this with a Phillips screwdriver, all right, and this thing should start coming out. So that has come out quite nicely. Then I'm going to crack this thing open. Now this thing opens in a very interesting way, okay, so it's not obvious, all right, but take a look at the new one, okay, you can learn something from the new one. If you take a look here, right, there's a hook, okay, you see? On this side, there's some kind of a hook here. Okay, so we know that that hook is on the original one, or the older one. Okay, so it's gonna hook on, it's gonna snap in, all right? So all we need to do is we need to lift this and we need to snap it out. So for this one, we're gonna lift this and snap it out. Now there's a little area right here, right? There's a little groove that what you can do is you can insert something in there. Use a flathead screwdriver and we'll pry this part open, okay? So you can pry this part open. Like so. Okay, try not to damage it. Okay, well in this case it's already damaged, so it's not a big deal. But we see we've pried it open, and all you need to do is pop it out. Okay? Here's the old screw, and here's the little transmitter inside. Okay, this is the transmitter that whenever you press the button for lock or unlock, it beeps and it doesn't beep, right? So we take off this piece here, okay? And this is all one unit, okay? Now if you want to replace the battery, all you need to do is take this part out. Okay, just open this. You can just do it with your finger. Okay, and you can see here that in here there's a battery. Okay, in here there's a battery. And if you want to pop that out, I'll show you. There it is. Okay, there's the battery, and this is CR1616. Okay, CR1616. So if you ever want to replace the battery, that's how you do it. We don't need to do that in this case. All right, so we're just gonna put the battery back. Okay, and we're going to close this back up. Okay, and we're just gonna use it as it is. Okay, we're gonna use it as it is. Now for the new housing. Okay, so these are the pieces here. What we need to do is we need to first transfer over the key blade part. Okay, so this is the key blade, right? And you'll notice a couple things about it. First of all, there's actually threads in the key blade. So first of all, this pops out like this. And pay very close attention to the shape of this, all right? So we're gonna match this up 1 to 1. Okay, so this goes like this, okay? The shape of this key blade thing, you see how it's kind of trapezoidal here? It has a slant right here, okay? So that's how the new one will be too, okay? So we're gonna angle it the same way, just like so. Okay, so that's the new one. And here we're gonna push out like this, and this should come out. All right, so there's actually a little locking mechanism here. I actually didn't know this for a long time, but there's a locking mechanism which holds this piece into the housing. So first of all, we'll take this out. We'll slip this old one off. Okay, and it could be pretty snug, all right? So, but do your best to work this out. You might need a screwdriver or something. Okay, so we've successfully worked out this little area right here, okay, this little piece here, the plastic piece. Okay, so again, remember to match it up to the original. It was like this, right? So we'll slide that off. Okay, put that aside, and then put the new one on. Okay, but before I do that, take a look at the key blade, okay? The key blade actually has threads on it. All right, it has threads on it, and the other side of the housing here, which it goes through, okay, does not really have threads on it. It's just plastic. But the main mechanism that holds the key has nothing to do with the screw, okay? The main mechanism that holds the key is actually this piece here holding onto the key blade, and then this piece with the groove. Okay, you see how there's a groove here? There's these grooves here, one here on the left, one here on the right. And it's these grooves which slide into this part of the housing that keep it secure, okay? So make sure you're very careful you don't break the grooves. When I first did this a long time ago, I actually forced it in just like that, okay? It doesn't go like that, it's just slide up into it. So let's just put this new plastic piece on the key blade first, okay? And it's very important to make sure that the hole lines up as best as possible. Okay, once you've pressed it in pretty well, you see how the hole lines up pretty much right in the middle. Okay, pretty much right in the middle of this part. I just put the end of the screwdriver, I forced it in like that. All right, so just put it in here, slip it through the groove, just like so. Okay, and press up. Okay, remember, don't break these little grooves. That's basically what holds the key together. Okay, and just put some upward force on it. Okay, and once that is complete, we're now going to take the top part of the housing. Now, the best way to do this is to put the transmitter in this side, okay? So when we snap this thing together, right, it's going to snap in on the edges here. You see all these little edge pieces here which snap in, but also there's this groove over here, okay? There's a groove thing. So this is basically what holds the top part of the housing in place as well, okay? But it's a little bit challenging when you do it like this. So put this in the top part first, okay, like so, and that way the panic button doesn't get hit by accident, all right? And then snap this into place, okay? So starting on this end, push it in like this, okay? And then just put some force on it and it should snap in. And now here, put some upward force so that you see the little groove here, so that that will end up snapping into place, okay? But yeah, just push up and in, okay? It should snap. Just like that, okay? See? And then finish off the job here. All right, so the whole thing is now snapped into place. The last thing we need to do now is put the screw in. Okay, so here's a screw, and remember the screw doesn't do anything to hold the blade with the housing. That's already pressed in, okay? What the screw does is hold the housing together. Okay, this top part to that part. So just gently place it in there, and the key blade itself has threads in it. So you can just screw this in. Now some people like to put little Loctite here. That's probably a good idea, but I don't have any. But as you thread this through the key blade, it will also thread through this side of the housing. Okay, there's a little receiving end on the inside of this part. Okay, and that's not threaded, but just hold this, press this together, pinch it with your fingers, and then just screw this in. Okay, and then make sure you ensure a snug fit on the screw. And voila, there it is. Okay, the brand new housing has been installed.